Guys, welcome back to some more early morning AFK Arena. Today we're over on the test server and the new patch is up, which means, guys, we have a brand new Wilder hero that we're going to go ahead and check out and see. It is Trishea. So overall, we know she is a mage. That's what Dolly kind of alluded to. Let's run through these skills and abilities. Very, very cool looking, and I like that it is continuous damage. Let's see, guys, because most of the mages that we get have a very, very heavy support aspect. So let's see exactly what she has. So Stellar Guide, passive. There is a passive aspect to it. She launches her normal attack according to the guidance of the stars in the form of either luminance or eclipse. So it's going to be either or. After the following the guidance, she receives one feather of the fate. All right. So if it's luminance, she deals small AoE damage to all enemy heroes for a certain portion of her attack rating. If it is the other one, which is Eclipse, she deals damage to the enemy hero with the highest current health for the portion of the attack rating. So it's going to be either AoE or it's going to be direct damage to the enemy with the highest current health. So that's pretty interesting. And then, of course, the active deals damage to enemies in the path of the glittering arc for 300% of the attack rating. When using her ultimate, she requires 7 feathers but does not consume any energy. She cannot receive energy when her skill Starlight Plume is still locked. They're making these heroes super complex, guys. Then, of course, damage goes to 350, goes to 400. We're going to have to see exactly what Starlight Plume is. We're going to have to see, because when she receives feathers, to use her ultimate, she requires 7 feathers but does not consume energy. That's a pretty interesting twist on that. All right, so she recovers energy, but at an energy recovery rate that is reduced by 90%. Very, very slow energy recovery. Energy she receives, she does not exceed 50 points. For every 200 energy points possessed, she gains 2 points of magical pierce. That could be pretty strong. For every 200, so she gets up to what, 10 magical pierce. For every 200 energy, it goes to 4. 200 energy, it goes to 6. And then reduce energy recovery to 60%. So she'll get more energy faster in that one with the Starlight Plume. I don't know about that. I'm going to have to see exactly what the damage factor looks like with that magical pierce and stacking up that magical pierce. Destiny Teller. So again, another passive. Trishea, I think it's Trishea's outcome from observing the universe and receiving guidance becomes more stable. The more surviving enemy heroes, the more likely the guidance will be luminous. And when there are 5 surviving enemy heroes, the chance of receiving luminous are 100%. So that's the different one. So how do we get the eclipse? Fewer surviving enemies, the more likely the guidance will be eclipse. When there is only 1 surviving hero, the chance of receiving eclipse are 100%. So it's going to be either or. It's going to be kind of a factor. It doesn't seem like there's really a 100% either way, unless there's all the enemies or 1 enemy left. Damage from Luminous and Eclipse is increased to 130 and 390. Luminous and Eclipse reduces the defense rating of damaged enemies by 40% for 4 seconds. That's a pretty big defense reduction. Then, of course, this one is the signature item. Damage dealt by the enemy heroes hit by Luminous within 1.5 seconds does not exceed 10% of the max health of their target. Each enemy can trigger this effect once every 4 seconds. Damage taken by heroes when the Eclipse are hit by Eclipse within 1.5 seconds at least 300% of the attack. Each enemy can trigger this effect once every 4 seconds. So there again, it's going to make a big difference on what they get hit with. I don't know, guys. The situational either or with the random factor of what skill is going to be triggered is going to be interesting with her. So Ancestral Mastery. Each feather received by Trishea causes her ultimate skill Stellar Guide to deal additional effects to enemies. Each feather received after Eclipse increases the damage taken by a target by 5% for 6 seconds. Each feather received after Luminous deals additional health loss to the target for 30% of the attack rating. After using her ultimate Stellar Guide, the The additional effect will be reset. So this again is going to change depending on what she uses. So increased damage buff dealt by the Feather of Fate received after Eclipse is 10%. Increased health loss is 50%. So again, it's going just back and forth with both of these. When using her ultimate skill at full energy, Trishea's will immediately use the ultimate skill once more. So now she's going to use her ult twice. The additional effect granted by the ultimate skill from the skill Ancestral Mastery will reset again after the ultimate skill is used. Wow. That plus 60 is going to allow her just to ult twice. And again, depending on how many heroes are there, we're going to see different effects. Or I guess, signature item, the Star Oculus. When observing the universe, Trishea is immune to control effects. Okay, while observing the universe, she receives additional damage reduction, 35% damage reduction. Each Feather of Fate received will permanently increase her initial attack rating by 2%, and each Feather of Fate will put it by 4%. So plus 30 is going to be required on her, absolutely, guys, as well as that plus 60, which we kind of expected. Now this hopefully is the energy part of it. For every 50 energy points is received, she immediately receives 1 Feather of Fate, up to 20 Feathers of Fate. Also, it goes much, much higher than I thought. Such Feather of Fate will render the additional effect granted to Trishea's ultimate skill at the same as those granted by the Feather of Fate the last time she received the guidance. When the energy is full, she receives 1 Feather of Fate for every 3 seconds. Such Feather of Fates will render the ultimate effect of Trishea's ultimate skill, same as those granted by the last time she received guidance. So again, guys, pretty interesting with her. Overall, seems like a lot of RNG, which I do not like. A lot of RNG in a hero like this reminds me last time of like when we had Pippa. Let's see what she looks like in here, guys. There's the feathers. The ult doesn't use energy. Huh. That's gonna be pretty interesting. And really not much of a animation effect at all with this hero. And she stays stationary. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. So stationary, let's put her back in the middle. So who do we have here? Thinking maybe like a Palmer in here. I'm gonna try to get her to do the damage, guys. I don't want to put any other damage dealing heroes in here. And again, they didn't really give us much of a lineup here. And of course, look at that. She gets hit with the fire and she gets hit with the taint ability. Yeah, she's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting to see. 6.60 million. Again, just kind of stacking it together. I don't know. I got kind of very mixed feelings, very mixed review of her. But all right, guys, so that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the new Wilder hero. And as always, thank you guys for watching.